Hello, saber junkies. I've got some treats for you. Pretty cool hilts here. So, first of all, this here was sent to me by a customer that wanted machine work done to it. Pretty much all it had was a hole here and here, and it wasn't, basically it was that, just a 832 hole, and he had some specifics. And wanted some grooves here, and wanted this milled out here, a couple of lines, and a greebly here, and then a bezel with a LED. I wound up moving some things around a little bit, put the Fox bezel down here, so it's not a button, but this one here is a button. I'm using a different props file on this one that I normally use, just because my props file does not have auto lockup in battle mode. So this one yeah. And of course it has auto blaster blocks. There's another one. So this has a 7/8 blade in it, and what I wound up doing is putting a piece of stainless steel in here that goes all the way down to the stock PCB, and milled out this just a bit for this to fit down in there with a pretty good press fit. I know this will come on when I do this. The only way to get this out, because the threads here are larger than the inside diameter, so it's a bit of a pain to get out. And this is just a basic chassis. Got a kill switch here. It's very small, very tight space in this hilt. We've got a red Profi V3.9. Need to turn the numbers up on that swing. So yeah, it's just a bit tight right there, but it does the trick. One more time here. So yeah, this turned out really nice. Very happy with it. So let's set this right here and bring out this. I'm going to call this a definite cram-fu. So what I'd wound up doing on this is I'd already designed a chassis for it, and I had made it to where it was static. The battery would be static, the chassis would not remove, and the way that it's done, that was the easiest solution. And then my customer said if it was possible to make it removable, to do that. And so I wound up starting pretty much over on the chassis, and what I wound up doing was actually pretty cool. It's kind of a pain to get, especially with these gloves on. I can't grip the dude. There we go. So the kill switch is right here.
My ally is the Force.
And this has OLED screen on it. Got the wire feeding down to the OLED, which, you know, not really feeding it, but it looks cool. And we've got LEDs galore. Just a bunch of stuff going on here.
I'm Luke Skywalker.
So these are brass covers here, which I have weathered, and yeah, these were a challenge. This whole thing was a challenge. It really was something else. I'm just ecstatic that I was able to get everything in it. I'm going to pop that out, held in by magnets. And this screw right here, and it doesn't have to be super tight, but this holds in the chassis. And here we have the chassis. Kill the power here. A removable battery. Very, very tight, especially considering all the LEDs in here, and they're all independent of each other. Everything's independent.
I'm a Jedi, like my father before me.
Now, one thing to note here on this is getting to the SD card does become a bit of a challenge. Take out the battery on that. I'm not going to actually pull it out, but I do want to demonstrate. You just have to grip it here, because we've got the LEDs on each side of it, and so it makes it a little difficult, but I really wanted to get the LEDs in there for the cover, since that is the way I planned it from the beginning. This cover was going to come off regardless in order to access what was going to be a charge port right here, and then I wound up doing it differently. So that is just something to take note of. You have to be careful to get that SD card. The board does not pop out. I will be sending along this adapter right here, which is just an L adapter that will plug into the USB port and allow you to be able to get to it, and then just a standard plug right there, micro USB, because even with the 90 that I have, it's just not enough room to get it in there. So this one is necessary, and that will be coming along with some tweezers. And let's see, basically on installing this, just want to, there's a hole right here, so you just want to line that up with the thumb screw right here, push that in, and then you're going to lock that down. You don't have to tighten it real tight because of that hole right there, and so that lines everything up real nice and neat, and you can keep the power.
I am a Jedi, like my father. Hello there.
And so, yeah, you can see how these are independent of each other, all doing something different. Very low volume right now on this because I've got it turned down. Auxiliary button on the left side.
You don't know the power.
I'm right.
The Shock V3 in there. And this is a 7/8 as well. And we've got a thumb screw right here to lock down the blade.
Dark Jedi.
So yeah, I had to do quite a bit of modifications on this to get this to work.
Synergy.
The chassis here is a strange color. It's not matching that exactly, but I mixed 3 different colors to get that, and I think it looks pretty good. It was black, and I'd almost left it that way, but I decided, make a little bit of color to it, make it kind of match the hilt itself. One of the things that I like about this the most, I guess, is the fact that you can pop out that cover. And then turn it on and turn it off, so you don't have to pull it out.
Fly or die.
Once the battery is dead, you'll have to swap the battery out, but most of the time, even
Fly or die. Whatever happens next is your choice.
name of the sound font comes up.
Master Dooku. Start.
So yeah, This thing turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to, considering the work that I did on it. But I think everything really does look pretty good. You do have to remember to pop that board off before you take it out. If not, it just falls right through. So we've got some magnets right here, and to here, which is what holds the cover on. We've got the 6-trace PCB pogo pins up in there. 6-trace here. The crystal chamber has a 9 LED PCB from the cantina in here, and the stock V3 in there. These are run in series, of course. To run it through the 9 trace, you have to run it in sub-blade. So now when you put this in here, you have to make sure to just get it in that hole, otherwise it hits. It's got several steps here, so you have to make sure to get it right in there. But once you get it in there, it's not a problem. And this lines up with that. Like I said, that doesn't have to be tightened too tight. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It come out really nice. I am quite pleased with it. I'm very happy with the way both of these come out. So that is it, guys. Oh, you ought to see how close that is to that speaker in there. Oh, everything is so close. Okay, I'm impressed. I impressed myself with this one. I didn't really think I'd be able to get that in there, and all the LEDs and stuff. So yeah, quite proud of this one. Proud of both of them. Anytime you have these tight builds like this, it is a challenge, that is for sure. So yeah, guys, that is all I have to show. Let me know what you think about these in the comments, and you guys have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.